Well, welcome back. Today's reading is coming from the Yoga of Discipline. I literally just randomly opened up and this is what we're getting. So here we go. She says, "It is what you fill the mind with that determines how it reacts. All of your reactions come from what you have stored in your mind and how you've treated your mind. If you have treated your mind with compassion, then that is how you will react to a situation or to a person. If you had filled your mind with anger, then every circumstance will spark that anger. So what you put in the mind determines how the mind reacts." I'm just going to read the whole page. "These days, people talk about organic crops, those that have flourished purely on the natural elements of the earth, as opposed to crops that have been treated with pesticides and artificial fertilizers. On the one hand, you have fruits and vegetables that may look terrific, bigger, more colorful, and of course more marketable than other produce. But as for taste and nutritional value, that's another story. Is it any different when it comes to the care and nourishment of the mind? Think about it. Like plants that bend toward the sun, the mind is naturally attracted to the truth. It wants to know God or the universe or truth. It wants to experience love. It wants to rest in its own nature. The mind wants to relish its own nectar. That is its organic inclination. But so much depends on how it has been treated and how its desires have been expressed and conveyed. By nature, the mind is pliable, and it almost is like a soft clay that you can turn into anything that you want. You can shape it in any way that you choose. If the mind has been entertained by certain ideas and desires, it gets used to their company. This is the mind's non-organic inclination. So it all depends on the types of desires you present to the mind. Understand one thing. Good thoughts don't come easily. They are the result of hard work, great austerity. They are precious. Protect your thoughts constantly. Like a miser, be alert and protect your thoughts. Every good thought is worth $1 million. It uplifts not only you, but your entire world will benefit from it." Let's practice. Feel free to close your eyes or gaze at a point out in front of you. Notice how you're feeling, maybe how the reading made you feel. And as a way of stepping into our practice, we'll sing the sound Om one time. Take a full breath in. Exhale. Inhale again. Release your hands, open your eyes. Let's begin in downward dog. Make sure your hands are shoulder distance, feet hip distance. Press your thighs back, heels toward the floor. Feel free to bring a little movement into your downward dog or just be still. I just opened up to like a random sequence that I have in my book here, so we'll see how it goes too. Just feeling random today. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, stand up, reach your arms over your head. And exhale, bring your palms in front of your heart. Summit pose, interlace your fingers, backs of hands on top of your head, and then pull on your fingers and push your arms straight. Rotate your upper inner arms back, push through your inner feet, rise up through the top of your head. Stay long, tall through your torso. Surya Namaskar, lower your hands to the floor, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back plank to Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step or jump forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step or jump forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. One more, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step or jump forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms in front of your heart. Interlace fingers behind your back. Squeeze shoulder blades toward each other. Work your arms towards straight. Bend your knees. Round your spine. Bring your forehead toward your knees. Arms towards straight up and down. Thighs toward parallel to the floor. Power posture, hands bound. Inhale, stand up, keep your hands bound. Hips forward, shoulders back, standing camel. Lift through your sternum, throat back. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, step your left leg back to a lunge. Back heel vertical above your toe mounds, high lunge. Push your back thigh away from the floor. Lengthen through your fingertips all the way from your armpits. Lower your hands to the floor, step forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Interlace fingers behind your back, non-dominant clasp. Same thing, bend your knees, round your spine, forehead toward your knees. Arms toward vertical. Standing camel, push your legs straighter, hips forward, shoulders back, curl back. Reach up. Step your right leg back, high lunge, back heel vertical. Push through your feet, lift your arms up. Ribs back, tailbone forward. Lower your hands, step forward, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, palms in front of your heart. Turn and face the long edge of your mat. Bring your feet together, reach your arms over your head, interlace your fingers, extend pointer finger, cross your thumbs. Lean hips to your left, torso to your right, crescent. Push through your inner feet, reach through your armpits, through your fingertips. Inhale, reach up, switch the clasp of your fingers to the non-dominant clasp, hips to your right, torso to your left. Inhale, reach up, fingertips in front of your heart, bend your knees, step or jump feet wide. Turn your toes out, elbows wide, bend your knees. You could stay down on your heels or lift your heels up. Hold, squeeze your legs toward each other. Lift through your sternum, pull your elbows back and down. Lower your heels, straighten your legs, turn left toes in, right toes out, triangle pose, lean hips to your left, torso to your right, right hand to shin, ankle, floor, or block, under your right shoulder. Make sure your torso is as sideways as possible. Stack wrists, shoulders, torso above leg, head above foot. Parsvottanasana, left hand to the floor inside your right leg. Hop your back foot in one step, turn your toes sharply forward. Lengthen your spine. And then fold heart first, head last, face toward your shin. Maybe walk your hands forward or backward. Push hands down and forward. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Lean into your right foot, right hand under your right shoulder. Stack your hips, turn your toes out. Lift your left arm. Reach through all limbs. Maybe turn your gaze upward. Anjaneyasana, step way back. Lower your left knee to the floor. Inhale, lift torso and arms, stretch tall. Feel free to sit a little deeper, tailbone forward, extend up through your fingertips. Maybe curl back, more back bend. Lift up. Take your hands inside your right leg. Turn your right toes in slightly. Turn your left heel to the floor for squat to the right. Sit towards your right heel. Feel free to place your palms in front of your heart or keep your hands on the floor. Clamp your right heel toward your hip, left heel toward your left hip, shoulders back. Lower your hands. Heel toe, no, don't heel toe your feet yet. First, Ardha Padottanasana, fold heart first, head last in between your legs. Pull your shoulders back and away from your ears. Reach down through the top of your head. Push more through your inner and outer feet and all four corners of your feet. Inhale, lengthen. Take your hands to the floor now, heel toe your feet toward each other so they're hip distance. Point your toes forward or slightly out. Squat in between your legs. Malasana variation, lean back on your heels. Lift through the top of your head. Pull shoulders back, elbows and legs pressing into each other. Stand up, reach your arms up, inhale. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Take a wide stance. Turn right toes in, left toes out. Lean your hips to your right, torso to the left, triangle, second side. Left hand to shin, ankle, or the floor. Turn sideways, reach out in all directions. Parsvottanasana, right hand to the floor. Step your right foot in a step. Turn your right toes sharply forward. Lengthen your spine, square your hips, and fold. Heart first, head last. Feel free to walk arms forward or back, but push hands down and forward regardless. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Lean forward, step into your left foot, left hand, lift your right leg, turn right toes out, right arm up, and breathe. Step way back, Anjaneyasana. Lower your right knee, lift your torso, tailbone forward, lift your arms, reach tall. Sit deep, maybe curl back. Lower your hands, Skandasana, side lunge. Turn left toes in slightly, right heel to the floor. Squat towards your left hip. Breathe here, maybe palms in front of your heart. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Straighten left leg, turn toes in, fold in between your legs. Inhale, lengthen. Heel toe feet toward each other, hip distance, squat. Malasana variation. Lean back on your heels. Lift out of your hips. Stand up. Reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, palms in front of your heart. All right, come down onto all fours, hands and knees. Southpaw hands. Turn your fingers backwards so your thumbs point out, fingers point toward your knees. If you need less stretch, walk your knees closer to your hands. More stretch, you can walk your knees back. So you could stay like this or add lifting your right leg, Southpaw Tiger. Point your toes, kneecap straight down as you kick straight back through your leg. Even though you're kicking your leg longer, try to pull your right femur bone into your hip socket. Lower your knee, switch sides, lift your left leg up. Push through your leg, root your femur bone into your hip socket. Move your ribs, your abdomen toward your spine. Lower your left knee, turn your hands forward. Tiger, opposite arm to leg, lift your right leg up. Lift your left arm parallel to the floor out in front of you. Squeeze arm and leg toward the midline of your body. Reach arm and leg longer, but plug the bones into the sockets. Keep your right leg up, left hand a little to the left of your shoulder on the floor. Lean into your left hand, left knee. Keep your right hip squared to the floor. Lift your right arm up, same arm to leg. Reach arm, leg longer, pull your bones into the sockets. Move your ribs away from the floor. Right hand to the floor, right knee to forehead. Round your spine. Try to keep your right toes off the floor. Reach back. Lower your right knee. Lift your left leg up. Lift your your right arm up. Same arm to leg, right hand to the floor, a little to your right, lean to the right, left arm up. Ribs back, square your hips. Lower your hand, forehead to knee. Reach back, then lower your foot. Cow face pose. Reach your right leg straight back. Lean it to the left so your right knee comes outside your left knee. Squeeze shin to shin, point your toes straight back. Walk your hands back toward your legs. Maybe stay forward on your hands or lift all the way up to hover above your right heel. Either hands to thigh, palm in front of your heart, or add the arms, right arm up, left arm to the left. Bend your elbows. Reach for your fingers by your upper back. Push your elbows away from each other, ribs back, lift your chin. Release your hands, lower your hands to the floor, lean forward, switch sides, take your left leg straight back, left leg to the right, squeeze shin to shin, walk your hands back, sit towards your heel, let your right knee lift up, palms either to thigh, hands in front of your heart, or left arm up, right arm to the right, bend your elbows, try to reach for your fingers. Release your hands. Come all the way out into downward dog. Okay, so we can blame this on the sequence I wrote, so not on me. You're gonna hop forward to Uttanasana and back to downward dog 3 times each. Ready, set, go. Hop forward. Hips high, hop back, arms straight. Hop forward, hop back. Hop forward, hop back. Okay, I think that was 3. Child's pose, knees wide, toes together, forehead, nose on the floor, rest. Come all the way up. Come up to standing at the top of your mat. This is going to be fun. All right. You know it's not going to be fun when she says that. Bend your knees. Utkatasana, reach your arms up. Okay. Lean into your left foot. Lift your right heel to your hip. One-legged Utkatasana. Lower your right foot, lean to your right, root through your heel, pull your left heel to your hip. Don't hold your breath. Lower your foot, stand up, arms by your side, shake out your legs. Garudasana, take your right arm under your right arm under your left arm, hold shoulders joined back, so hands are palms, bend your knees, right knee on top of left knee. Squeeze leg to leg, elbow to elbow. Lean back toward your standing heel. It's pretty much just like one-legged Utkatasana. Tadasana. Left arm under, left leg over. Bend your knees and go for it. Unbind, stand up. I'm going to turn face the front so that I can kick back, but we're going to go tree pose to warrior 3. Take your right foot to your inner left thigh for tree. Push foot into leg, leg into foot. Reach your arms up. Root down through your standing leg, rise up through your fingertips, and breathe here. Point your right knee straight ahead. Start to kick your right leg back as you hinge forward. Do your best to keep your left leg straight. If you need to, feel free to bend your left knee. If your leg is straight, tone your thigh, lift your kneecap. Rotate your right hip and knee to face the floor. Stand up, arms by your side. All right, second side tree pose. Take your left foot to your inner right leg. Push foot into leg, leg into foot, palms in front of your heart, or reach your arms up. Stretch tall, root deep. Point your left knee forward. Kick your left leg back, hinge forward. Tone your abdomen, move your ribs away from the floor. It's a lot like those opposite arm to leg tiger poses. Breathe. Stand up. Arms by your side, mountain pose. Man, the random sequence I've picked is a really hard one. Okay, reach your arms up, bend your knees, Utkatasana. You can stay in this variation of Utkatasana or take your arms parallel to the floor, round your spine, thighs parallel to the floor, forehead toward your knee. Navasana, lean back toward your heels, sit all the way down on your bottom. Lean back, lift your lower back in and up, take your legs parallel or straight. Breathe. Reach arms, legs longer. Tone your abdomen. Don't hold your breath. Ardha Navasana, hands behind your head. Lower halfway down, look at your toes. Come back up, stand all the way up if you can without your hands. Reach up. Utkatasana, arms parallel, thighs parallel, forehead to knee. Lean back, lower your bottom. Navasana, boat. Ardha Navasana, lower halfway down. Stand up. Got one more. Utkatasana. Round your spine, arms parallel, thighs parallel. Lean back. Boat. Half boat. Come back up, standing. Arms by your side. Mountain pose. Take a breather. Maybe drink water. All right. Come all the way down onto your bottom for reverse table. I picked this sequence because it looked like it was shorter and sweeter, but looks are deceiving for sure. Take your feet parallel to the floor or parallel to each other, hip distance. Hands parallel to each other, fingers pointing out, thumbs pointing forward. Lean back, then push your arms straight, lift your sternum, lift your lower back in and up. You can stay here or lift your hips. Try to get hips level with your sternum, push your hands down and apart, shoulders away from your ears, head level with your spine. Lower your hips. Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Lengthen your spine, sit up. Same thing, only leg lifted. Go ahead and take your hands back. Bend your knees, bring your feet together this time. Knees still about hip distance. Lean back, straighten your arms, lift your lower back in and up, lift your hips. Turn your left toes out slightly, and then replace your right heel with your left heel. then pull your right knee up, kick your right leg towards straight. Bend your right knee, replace your left heel with your right heel, right toes point out, left knee up, leg towards straight. I feel like this one's way harder than wheel or bridge. Bend your knee, lower your foot. It's hard to keep your hips up, lower your hips. Paschimottanasana. At least we get Paschimottanasana a few times. Inhale, lengthen, sit up. Bharadvajasana, so kind of like a little break in between all the wildness. Lean onto your left hip, and then take your right knee slightly to the right of your left knee and your right ankle on top of your left arch. Take your right hand to your inner left thigh and move it down into the left so you're sitting on your left sitting bone. And then take your right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you. Maybe just do this twist looking down toward your right hand. Or you can do right hand fingers underneath your left thigh, maybe even wrapping your left arm behind you for that variation. Again, looking down toward your knees as the rest of your body twists to the left. Even though you're looking down toward your knees, try to keep your chin a little lifted away from your right shoulder. Keep it long. Untwist. Switch sides, just swing your legs over. Left ankle on top of your right arch, left knee is slightly to the left of your right knee. Scoot your right inner thigh down and wide to the right. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind you, twist. Or left fingers under your right thigh, right arm wrap behind you. Look toward your knees. Keep your chin slightly lifted as you look down. Untwist, unwrap your arms, take your legs out straight. We got a few nice little poses before. Okay, Janu Shirshasana. Take your right knee to your right, and then turn toward your left knee. Make sure your sitting bones are even. Fold over your left leg. Grab left shin, ankle, or foot with one or both of your hands. Forehead toward your knee. Parivrtta Janu Shirshasana, turn to your right, left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you, twist. Take your right arm up and beyond your ear, lean to your left, keep twisting, maybe just reach your right arm to the left, maybe drop your left hand or forearm to the floor, or take your left side to your thigh. Maybe grab outer edge of left foot with your right hand, inner edge with your left hand as you turn up toward the ceiling. Slowly sit up. Take your same right leg that's bent and cross your right knee over your left knee or somewhere along the way. You can always feel free to wedge a blanket underneath your right shin. Half cow face or holy cow pose. Squeeze your right heel toward your outer left hip. Maybe use your left hand to wedge your right heel into place. And then fold forward to your capacity. Maybe getting a nice big pressure massage into your top of your left thigh. Grab onto your left foot with your right hand or somewhere along the way. And breathe here. Inhale, lengthen, sit up. Kick your right leg forward, left knee to your left. Janu Shirshasana, second side. Turn towards your right knee and fold forward. Forehead towards your knee. Torso facing the floor. Parivrtta, sit up, turn to your left, left arm up, lean to your right. Feel free to drop right hand or forearm or come all the way to your side. Left hand to outer edge of foot, right hand to inner edge, turn toward the ceiling in your torso. Half cow face, slowly come up. Left knee over your right. Squeeze your heel towards your outer right hip. Maybe use your right hand to wedge it in place. And then start to fold forward whenever you're ready. Forehead toward your knee. Inhale, lengthen, sit up, kick your left leg forward. All right, lie on your back. Here we go. Bridge pose, place your feet flat on the floor, hip distance, point your toes straight ahead, and walk your shoulders one at a time towards your spine. Push your head, shoulders, and feet down, lift up your hips. Grab the outer edges of your mat or interlace fingers underneath you and walk your shoulders in again. Keep your chin lifting away from your sternum the whole time. Push through your inner feet, lift through your outer hips. Extend your knees toward the wall that's away from your head and pull your heels toward your hips. Let go of your hands, lower your hips. Windshield wipers, knees side to side a few times. Bridge, leg lifted, or just do bridge pose. Walk your shoulders in towards your spine. Lift your hips. Take your feet, heel toe them closer together. For this one, you might want to grab onto your mat instead, but totally feel free to grab your fingers interlaced. And then one at a time, walk your shoulders in again. Keep your chin lifting, feet toward each other just like you did in reverse table. Turn your right toes out, right heel replacing left heel. Pull your left knee up and kick your leg up as you keep your hips lifting by pushing your right foot down. Bend your left knee. Replace your right heel with your left heel. Pull your right knee in, kick your leg up, hips up. Push through your left foot. Bend your knee, lower your feet, lower your hips. Let your knees go side to side. Take a breather. Urdhva Dhanurasana. Place your hands by your ears. Push your hands and feet down. Come up to the top of your head or just push straight up. If you're on the top of your head, move your shoulders back toward your feet and up away from the floor. Roll toward your nose, push your arms towards straight. Rotate your upper inner arms toward your feet and then reach your inner thighs toward the floor. Outer hips toward the ceiling. Lean more forward through your arms. Rest. Knees together, feet wide. You can also just do straight legs like a mini shavasana between now and the other one. You probably know what to expect. All right, so Urdhva Dhanurasana, leg lifted, and then we get to chill out the rest of the time. So feel free to just do 2 Urdhva Dhanurasanas or hold a really long Urdhva Dhanurasana. It can be short too. Otherwise, come all the way up into Urdhva Dhanurasana now. Feel free to stop on your head, do that whole thing, and then lift all the way up. Once you're up, bring your feet together, knees a little wider. Replace your right heel with your left heel. Pull your right knee up, hips up, push through your left leg like you're trying to straighten it and kick your right leg up. Bend your right knee. Replace left heel with right heel. Pull left knee in, kick up, push through your right leg, lower down, lower all the way down, rest. Well, that's over. Windshield wipers a few times side to side. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Sukhi Randrasana, needle's eye. Put your legs towards you, interlace fingers around your left thigh or shin. Feel free to rock side to side on the right side of your back. Take your right arm out from underneath your right leg. Grab your right big toe with your first 2 fingers and thumb of your right hand. Take your left foot back to the floor. And then from here, start to kick your right leg towards straight, up toward the ceiling. Left hand to left thigh, left leg straight along the floor. Push foot into hand, hand into foot, Supta Padangusthasana. Open right leg to the right. Reach through both legs. Lift your right leg up. Forehead to knee, 1 breath. Lower down. Right foot to the floor, cross left ankle over your right knee. Sukhi Randrasana. Pull your legs in. Interlace fingers around right thigh or shin. Rock side to side on the left side. Take your left arm out from under your left leg, grab your left big toe. Take your right foot to the floor, point your left foot up. Right hand to right thigh, kick your left leg towards straight. Maybe straighten your right leg along the floor. Reach through all of your limbs. Extend through the top of your head. Open left leg to the left. Lift your left leg up, forehead to knee, one breath. Lower down. From inside your legs, grab outside your feet, happy baby. Push your feet and hands into each other and gently rock side to side. Slide your hands down to the tops of your feet. Pull your heels toward your bottom. Let your knees go wide. First, push your feet into your hands and then relax your legs. Let gravity push your legs open and down. Use your arms to pull your legs back in. Wrap your arms around your legs. Squeeze knees into arms, arms into knees. Maybe do a few more rocking motions side to side. Nadi Shodhana, pranayama. Feel free to stay on your back or you can come up to seated. You can either take your legs out straight or take your feet wide, knees together for the constructive rest position. Take your first two fingers of your right hand toward your palm, ring finger to left nostril, thumb to right. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. Plug left, inhale right. Plug right, exhale left. In left. Plug left, exhale right. Continue at your own pace. After your next exhale through your right nostril, release the hand position and come back to your natural breath. Take a moment to notice maybe changes in your breathing pattern or changes in your thought patterns from the beginning of class. Whenever you're ready, come all the way down into Shavasana for rest.